Welcome to the ISDA AGM. I'm joined by Jens Larsen, Head of Geoeconomics at Eurasia Group. Jens, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, financial markets play an essential role in raising money and funding our economies. What are the geoeconomics and the geopolitical turmoil that we're experiencing today? What impact is that going to have on financial markets?
It's certainly making the environment for investors more difficult. We are used to dealing with the geopolitical challenges that comes with the strategic relationship, the strategic competition between the US and China. But I think the novel and added dimension here is that the US, the anchor of the system, the country that has been the guarantor of the financial market integrity, of economic integration, of trade, is now a source of political instability. I think that's the novelty, that's what's making life difficult. You have to deal with new risks and a higher pace of economic and financial fragmentation.
Yeah, well, the U.S. is certainly pursuing an America First policies, and the relationships between our allies and our friends and frankly our enemies is changing. How do you think that plays through?
Well, I think we've seen that play through in terms of the relationship on trade, where the US has created very fundamental uncertainty. I call it a regime change. It's a regime change in the way the US looks at itself, the way the US looks at trade, but also it's a regime change in security policy. It's a regime change in the way that the US treats its allies. And I think it undermines the confidence that allies have had in the US as the anchor currency, as the anchor country for the system. But it also, I think, makes it much, much harder to deal with a crisis. So think if we had a 2007, 2008 incident now in an environment where people are much less willing to work together.
Yeah, that's very troubling. Well, we're going to unpack that and many more things here at the ISDA AGM. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.